They should never, ever, ever have sent Tommy to jail. Look at what they've done. Week after week, I had to watch his beard and hair grow. Remember I spoke a little bit about friendship earlier? Well, there is no better friend to the country than Tommy. Think of the sacrifices. Think of the attacks he's come under, the slander, the psychological abuse, the relentless smears and lies. It's a good job we're not easily fooled because we do know the truth. And I'm just going to get him on. We got to get him on. Tommy, they want you on. They don't want to hear me. Who do you want to hear? Who do you want to hear? Who are you thankful for? Who do you love? Who's got the biggest set of testicles in the country that deserve their own wheelbarrow? Play the video.
"18 British women raped."
You tell me why I wasn't arrested. I'd have been arrested.
I believe we need to protect the British public.
I'm from Luton Town, you're talking about racism.
The prison officer actually opened up my door and said, "Do not leave this cell, your life depends on it."
50,000 British Muslims downloaded a terrorist manual in our country. 50,000!
But New Year's Eve, 100 women. Some of them raped, some of them robbed.
Now, can I ask you a question? Have you read the Quran?
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Have you read this book?
People.
The reality is, this is a war. These people are waging war on us for time. This has gone on for 1,400 years. This is nothing new.
Look, my throat's gone already, okay? Look around you, feel your strength. You are part of a tidal wave of patriotism that is sweeping across this country. This is the biggest demonstration in Britain's history. Turn to the person next to you. Shake their hand. Greet them. Give them a hug. This is your community. These are your brothers and your sisters. We today are united. Today is the spark of a cultural revolution in Great Britain. This is our moment. The traitors in Westminster are watching right now. They are cowering. They are trembling. Keir Starmer, the Labour Party, the revolution has started. They managed to silence us for 20 years with labels. Racist, Islamophobe, far right. They don't work anymore. The dam has well and truly burst. The cat is out of the bag and there is no putting it back in. The silent majority will be silent no longer. Today, we are sending shockwaves through the corridors of power of the elite, like a bloody earthquake. For the last 20 years,
There has been a globalist revolution. They have attacked the family, they've attacked Christianity, they've opened the borders, they've flooded our nations. We are the start of a counter-revolution. What a moment. Look at this. Look at this. Look. We are done being gagged. We are done watching our communities crumble at the hands of open border, mass, uncontrolled immigration. Our women, our daughters are scared to walk the streets. Their safety has been taken from them. And what do the elite do? Just last week, they took Epping community to court, and they said in court that the rights of migrants, undocumented migrants that we know nothing about, supersede the rights of the local community. They told the world that Somalians, Afghanis, Pakistanis, and all of them, their rights supersede yours, the British public, the people that built this nation, the people whose families have sacrificed for this nation. We have gone from 30,000 people to 100,000 people to 200,000 people to millions of people. Flags are flying across our country. It's a beautiful sight. And as all of this happens, the government are attempting to do a U-turn. Politicians all of a sudden are finding courage, and they're parroting the things that we have said for 15 years. They targeted us, they slandered us, they demonized us, they attacked us, and they imprisoned us. But they can see the people power, they can see the shift. Now, Keir Starmer was elected off of 9 million votes. 9 million votes. He slivered into Parliament with 9 million votes. 20 million British people didn't bother to vote. Who are those people? It's us. People like you, people like me, who have been told their voices do not matter. We are here today to tell you, the British public, your voices matter. And when we energize, when we captivate, when we electrify those 20 million people, that is when we regain power of our country. To see the grassroots protests across the country, outside the hotels, it's inspired this country. The women have led it. The women have led it. And when 1 million or 2 million today becomes 20 million, power returns to the people. Now, who would have thought just 12 months ago we would have millions of flags across this country? we would have millions roaring in London. The revolution is here. They can't stop it. Be vocal, stand tall, and be proud. Now, I want to talk about unity in a minute, but as I lay in prison on solitary confinement for making a documentary, a brilliant documentary, I had a vision as I lay in that cell thinking about this day, thinking about a cultural revolution. Never, ever could I have expected the scenes we are seeing today in London. Now, as I was preparing for this, I dug up a video from 10 years ago where I gave a speech. For the last 15 years, it's felt like we're banging our heads against the wall. It's felt like people don't love their country. Let me show you that video.
You're watching this video, share it. Man the fuck up. Get out on the streets. Where is your English pride? Where is your...
And we were on our own, there wasn't many. Now I want to play you a video of a beautiful song that asks the same question.
Where are the men of England, those heroes brave and bold? Where are the men who bled and died in foreign wars untold? The men who conquered all and stood for faith and love, the men who looked to guidance from the Father up above. Where are the men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. Where were the men of England when abusers so depraved took the daughters of our nation who forever they enslaved? What of the men of England that looked the other way? They took the country shilling, they never made their play. Where are the men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. The vile police and vice squad, they all seem quite amused, as at the hands of groomers our daughters were abused. The politicians blamed the lads who stood up one and all. Most of all, they blamed the one who always took the fall. Where are the men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. Where are you, men of England? For now we all must stand. The future of our children is still within your hand. The future not yet written for this green and pleasant land. Where are you, men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. Where are the men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. Where are you, men of England? For now we all must stand. The future of our children is still within your hand. Where are you, men of England? For now we all must stand. The future of our children is still within your hand. The future not yet written for this green and pleasant land. Where are you, men of England, the heroes brave and bold? The men who stood for faith and truth, whose honour wasn't sold. Where are you, men of England? For now we all must stand. The future of our children is still within your hand.
So let me ask you, where are the men from England? Here they are. But this isn't just about England. It's about Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. So, we thank you. Let me have a thank you and let me hear some noise for the Scottish patriots who have travelled here today. God bless Scotland. And now, let me hear it. Let me hear it for the Welsh who have travelled here today. And now, next one. Let me hear it for Northern Ireland. But as I look at my mother standing in this crowd, we want to unite everybody. My mum was born in Ireland. Let's hear it for the Irish patriots. I know many of them are here today. Do you know today, Republicans and loyalists have travelled together from Belfast to this event. But there's one flag, there's one flag that brings all of us crazy people together. Let's hear it for Great Britain. Let me tell you what I see today. Something that was asleep for so long. I see the British spirit. They have underestimated us for so long. And time again, every time they think they beat us down, we come back stronger. Look at these crowds, man. Now, everyone who's here today, let's look at what brings us to... Men of England. I done the Men of England, I asked Men of England. But what brings us all together? Let's not look at what differences we have. Every one of you are here today, from England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, even Australia, Canada. You are here because you love your country. You love your children. And we want a better future and a safe future for them. Wow, my throat, man. Wow. Do you know, the best thing is, everyone who's going to speak today, they tried to break. They tried to stop. And we are all sending a message because none of the people here today, none of them backed down. We rode the storm. We weathered the storm. And today We are the storm.